Oh my God, you guys, Chanel has been robbed again. It seems like it's being robbed every week in a different part of the world. Well, now it hit near Beverly Hills. A crash, things have been stolen, and who's going to have to pay the price of all of that? You best believe it's going to be us, the consumers. Now, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged. Having said that, push the subscription button, subscribe to my channel today, and next to the subscription button, push the join button, become a member today, get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, superdacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to all my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday, and you're all invited to join the live chats. Speaking of, let me cue my co-chatters in. So this is a very interesting tidbit of information and news that has been brought to me beginning of this past week. And I live stream every Saturday, so the news actually did hit beginning of the week, but since we live stream at the end of the week, we're going to talk about it right now. And the wonderful person who broke the news to me is also a great supporter of the Fashion Bunker, also a member, and has the amazing collection of merch for the Fashion Bunker. None other than Tyler. Tyler, are you with us?
Hello.
Hey, Tyler. Let me cue in Tyler. This is Tyler right next to me. I don't know if you're watching right now live, but you're literally cued in right next to me.
Perfect.
So, where can we find you on Instagram for everybody to follow you?
My Instagram is Aloise Tyler Rollins IV, my full name, and it's also my SoundCloud, pretty much everything. So, yeah.
Tyler is a very talented musician as well, and I will post all the links to social media, Tyler's socials, in the description box down below when this video is posted. Tyler, so you broke the news to me, so why don't you just take it from there? Because, I mean, from the Chanel news,
okay.
first and foremost. And then we're going to hit other news as well. So you guys be sure to stay tuned all the way to the end of this video, because boy, have we got a doozy of a story time for you. Hit it, Tyler.
Well, it just seems everyone is running into every store, and I was just waiting till one day it was a Chanel, and it was the one right next to the Ivy. To my knowledge, I saw a lot of my friends posting about it. So I thought, why would I not send it over to Dacob, who I feel is, the god of all things Chanel. So I felt as though it just shows how the recession is really impacting, and it seems like everywhere is getting robbed, no matter where it is. It's ridiculous.
How much was stolen from that store? Because I think I don't want to interrupt our call by
I'm not sure in specific, but I saw a few photographs, and it seems what they went for was the bags rather than ready to wear like anything else. So I'm sure it was a very high value number.
It says here, Yahoo News is reporting that the incident at 125 North Robertson Boulevard was reported at 2:53 a.m. on Tuesday, when a Mercedes-Benz van believed to be stolen rammed through the front grille and window of the store. An on-site armed security guard confronted the suspects, everything's alleged here, y'all, but anyway, and later notified authorities of the incident, said Bernard Romero of the Los Angeles Police Department, quoted to have said, once the suspects saw the guard, they fled the location. If he hadn't been there, they would have taken more. So they did take something.
Yeah.
Hours after the burglary, yellow tape surrounded the structure, where the store's front window was heavily damaged. Men, okay, now we're getting to the kinky side part. Men wearing latex gloves were inside the store taking inventory to see what had been stolen. This is the second time this Chanel store has been targeted by burglars. On July 20th, thieves in the early morning hours drove a van through the same storefront. After entering, as many as 8 suspects in 3 vehicles drove away with undisclosed items, according to LAPD. They still have not been apprehended, police said. Now, the Chanel store is not technically in Beverly Hills, right? It is in a neighborhood called the Beverly Grove, which is down the street from the Tony Enclave. Ever since the pandemic began, Beverly Hills luxury stores have been a popular target by thieves. That's what Yahoo is telling us.
Yeah, and I believe it. Somebody also drove a car through Neiman Marcus, which is right across from where I get my hair done. And somebody was also shot right outside of Spago. It seems Beverly Hills is not the safe place to be right now.
Yeah, and here is the picture. You can see, guys, I've just blended in a picture of the huge van that struck the Chanel store, broke through the gate, the kind of the type of gate structure, like a net metal gate structure that is rolled down, and it's kind of busted through. The car is still there, and I think there is a reporter next to the tree, and a guard, police officer, security person there. Also, it looks very much like a set, like they're going to shoot the new Michael Myers Halloween movie. But alas, this is not just a movie. It seems to be real, huh?
Yeah, all too real.
You know what I've been asking myself? Because like every time, I'm not gonna lie, every time something like this happens, I check eBay, I check Vestiaire Collective. No, but actually, no, not to get a deal, but just to like figure out, like, oh, are these things gonna hit these online reselling stores? But usually you don't see any of it. I wonder where these things end up.
I'm sure they probably go to private collectors, because I will say, as somebody who dates a few men in this city, I've heard some things about them getting things that fall off trucks per se, but I don't know if that's exactly the real story.
Interesting. Well, Vomitella Versace says, yeah, check Walmart if you want. Because, I just made a video that you can get a Birkin at Walmart. I mean...
Yeah, my roommate went to Walmart today, and I feel as though it's almost more safer now to go there than any of these luxury stores. You never know when a car is going to fly in on you.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of the Terra, here is what you don't know, guys, but you've been waiting for in terms of I said at the beginning of the video. Stay tuned, because Tyler's calling in to talk about the Chanel robbery, but also something happened to Tyler just today?
No, it was actually yesterday. But it was ridiculous. So I was basically mugged on Beverly Drive. Well, to get the whole story is I was getting my hair done at Sassoon, and I went to go walk to the Beverly Hills Hotel on my way home to get a coffee, and I was almost there, and I hear a bike coming up from behind me on the right side. Oh my God, not my smoke alarm going off.
Oh no, Tyler, don't burn.
Okay, my roommate turned it off. Let me start again.
Okay, so Tyler got mugged yesterday, or so we thought. Hit it.
Okay, so I was going to get my hair done at Sassoon. Then I was going to the Beverly Hills Hotel to get coffee. And I walked there because it's not too far of a distance. And while I was on Beverly and Carmelita, I believe that's the street name, and a guy, he comes up next to me on a bicycle. And I think he's just going to pass me like every other bicyclist. But he stops and he says, "Hand me your purse." And I was carrying my red Lady Dior, and I was not about to give it up. So I said no, and I ran to the other side of the street. And I thought he would just be like, "Oh shit, there's too many people. Oh, there's too many people around. Let me just leave her alone." No, he follows me. So in Beverly Hills, all the homes have gates. So I throw my purse and my sunglasses over the gate, since that's what he's after. And then my purse lands very close to the gate, though, so he's able to reach in, and he's trying to pull it out. So I push him into the rose bushes right next to their gate, but he grabs my arm and pulls me in, and we're literally fighting Bad Girls Club style in the rose bushes, like Dynasty or something. And then I finally get the upper hand. I have my hands over his eyes, about to poke his eyes in, and he finally gets up. But when he gets up, he goes and grabs my bag and gets on his little bicycle. And so I run white chick style, and I tackle him off the bicycle. And then
wow.
Yeah, and then finally some people get out of their cars and start recording and calling the police. And the police come, and he got away a little bit, but I got my purse. I had it in my hand, and I was not giving it to him. And he knew the police were on the way, so he skirts off, but they caught him. He was only down the street a little bit. And I will say, the Beverly Hills Police Department, they do their job really well. They got him. I identified him all in 2 hours.
Well, is he in the slammer?
Yeah, he's in the slammer, and they told me I'm going to have to testify at some court thing.
What are you going to wear? Now the real question.
The good Chanel suit.
What is Tyler going to wear to court? Are you going to pull a Naomi Campbell when she was testifying for the blood diamonds?
Yes. I'll have the updo and everything.
Oh my God, living. It's such a and you're gonna come in just like she, and you're gonna say, you know, it's causing me distress to waste all the time to come here to testify today.
Such an inconvenience.
Such an inconvenience to go
Oh
all the
my
way
gosh, but
downtown.
I think honestly what this really taught me is like I knew there was a recession looming, and everyone always told me be careful, don't wear your obvious designer clothes. And let me give you a rundown of what I was wearing, and I feel like such an idiot after this. So I had Gucci sunglasses on, a John Galliano newspaper top, a Chanel skirt, a little Tory Burch cardigan with like flashy buttons, and then Gucci slides on.
Like you were a billboard for a robber, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler's like, yeah, I did it myself.
Yeah, I did it myself. Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
But I will say, I just think he was shocked that I fought back against him. I think he was just expecting me to give him the purse. And I will say, like, if you are getting mugged and there's not a gun involved, I would say hold him off for as long as possible and wait till the police get there.
And I mean, like, so he did not have any weapon. He didn't have a knife. He didn't have, I don't know.
No, he didn't. But what they did find at the scene after, and I don't know if you will keep this in because this is a little bit graphic, they found a dildo near the bushes that fell out of his bag. So he might be getting attempted rape too.
Or he stole the dildo first.
He went to Spencer's. Then
he's like, child, let me get the dildo, and then gonna look so cute with the Chanel with the Lady Dior.
I know, and I'm just mad because so I had to take all these pictures for the police, and the one day I don't wear makeup.
Yeah, but you look like, fabulous even without makeup. Come on.
Thank you. Oh, but please. I'm like, the one day all this photographic evidence is gonna be shown.
And you're going to be like, oh, no paparazzi, please, please.
Well, I mean, hopefully. I mean, the cops told me it'll most likely end up in the Beverly Hills Courier, so we will see. But I'm just glad all I ended up with was a few scrapes. He didn't take a single thing from me. I got all my things. I just need to go get my sunglasses repaired.
And also, you guys, before you kind of come for us and be like, oh my God, why are you like, seems like we're taking it so lightheartedly. Well, Tyler told me before we started shooting that everything went fine, that nothing was stolen, that...
Yeah, the cops told me what I did was the perfect thing that I could have done in that situation to be able to keep everything and be able to apprehend the guy.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I feel comfortable with what I did.
Yeah, but that's also why we can kind of talk about it and try to make it sound a little bit more lighthearted. Of course, this situation is not lighthearted at all, obviously, but we try to make it, we try to get through the day, you guys. Laughing about situations like these also help us heal. It helps us heal.
Yeah, I did enough crying about it yesterday. Might as well laugh today.
I can tell you, Tyler, I mean, I was, by the way, Shop Queen is asking, is the bag wrecked?
No, the bag actually, surprisingly, because I remember when we were fighting, we were on top of the bag in the rose bushes, but no tears on it, just a few little dirt marks, but I might dye her black. It's a nylon Lady Dior, so it can take a dye easy.
I see. But so something, different happened to me when I used to be working in retail. And funny story, I was also doing PR. So a friend of mine who's a musician flew in from another country. I was organizing a little gig, a little party. And I had that weekend off actually from work. But because it was connected to a PR company, all the clothing stuff. So I said to them, hey, this guy's really cool. Let's give him some, clothes, some cool clothes to wear for the show. So I was coming in on my free day with him to the store to select a few items. And it was towards the end of the day, and there was only one person working. It was very empty, very, very slow day. So we come in, we're looking at a couple of things. This was my Jeremy Scott era. I was like wearing the poodle.
Oh, I love it.
No, the teddy bear sneakers. I had the Jeremy Scott for Adidas bondage punk pants. So you can imagine my legs were bonded. I'm just like kind of skipping through the city. So that's how I'm dressed. And why am I telling you how I'm dressed? Well, it's pertinent to the situation. Now I'm there. He's trying on stuff. My colleague is helping bringing out stuff, and this one guy comes in, sus AF, and obviously, her eyes are on him immediately. He takes a couple of things, goes into the dressing room, leaves the dressing room and heads towards the door. She says, hold on, can I see your bag? Because there's nothing left in the dressing room. And he starts running. She jumps on him. I jump on. Now, mind you, I start kind of skipping towards him because I'm bonded. So I'm kind of like skipping towards him. He pushes me aside, like hits me crazily. So I fall with all my bondage. She falls as well. She kind of is like on her knees. Like, this was such a pathetic. I can't believe that the two of us, plus my friend who like had, like my friend, my friend was not the type of person who ever gets physical. Not really. So I think he was just like in shock. He was just paralyzed. She's on her knees, right? Like, oh, God. You know, she's like, oh, everything is in slow motion. I'm on my butt, like with the bondage bands, and I'm like laying there, like, don't let him go. He dropped everything and ran out like the Dickens.
Yeah.
He lost his cap. He lost the bag, which we found out was completely covered in aluminum foil so that it wouldn't beep. Stuffed to the brim with all our... He even managed to stuff in the hanger. But anyway, we got all the stuff because he dropped everything, plus his own private stuff he dropped. Well, he probably stole that as well somewhere. And he ran, right? And now, of course, she says, oh, could you please like stay longer while I call the police? Because I'm alone in the store and you're going to need to give them also like some sort of testimony, whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure, fine, let's do that. Now, the worst case happens now. Well, first of all, this guy kind of being so aggressive to both of us really caused me... I want to say I was shocked. Like I literally that night took a knife, and for the next 2 weeks, I never left the home without a knife, which is like scary. But then I kind of got better and I stopped that, but it did affect me. It really did.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that place right now, but you know, I was supposed to go out for Halloween the night that I, you know, had the attempted robbery happen, but I just chose to stay in. Tonight I might go out, but even then I'm definitely going to be having my taser and my mace ready.
I also had the pepper spray, the mace, and that knife, which was crazy because like dangerous shit to carry around. So, but it took me 2 weeks because I felt violated, like physically and psychologically. Now, in your case, even more so. In my case, it wasn't my home or it wasn't my person, but it was the store I worked in, and it felt like a personal violation. So I can imagine that when they attack you personally, it's even more deep, and it's really, really... Take your time. All I want to say is take your time to get over this. Like, don't push yourself to be like, oh, it's no big deal. It is a big deal.
Yeah, it definitely is a big deal. But throughout my life, you know, I've had bigger things happen than just, you know, a little attempted robbery thing, a little scuffle. Gotten a lot worse fights. I'll just say that.
For me, the worst moment was when then the police arrived, and then so my colleague was upstairs on the security camera trying to rewind the footage and find the exact spot when he entered to see if on camera they can identify his face properly. So she was upstairs. I'm downstairs kind of holding the guard, right? The police arrive. And they were like so rude because, you know.
Yeah, and that's how I was expecting the police to be towards me because, you know, how police are. But I will say the Beverly Hills Police Department really like changed like my vision on how I view the police, at least here. LAPD, we all know they're corrupt, but Beverly Hills, they kind of have something good going. I will say.
Oh, no, that's good. So they were really kind to you. They listened to you.
Oh, they were extremely kind. They listened, and they even gave me a number for like free therapy after.
Love it.
Yeah.
You can get like 2 sessions for free,
home,
girl.
Everything. Yeah.
Oh, they drove you home?
I wanted to call the fire department to clean my wounds. And I was like, this is just like 3 scrapes and a broken nail, but okay. But I didn't because I was like, I don't want the whole fire brigade coming.
I mean... you know what I mean?
Like, I will say, the cop that drove me home, he was so hot, but he was married. Sad face.
Oh, no. But how do you know? Oh, you saw the ring?
No, he was talking about his wife. I think he knew I had ideas.
Ah, hate when that happens. Debbie says, very brave. I'm proud of you, Tyler.
Thanks. It's great to know. You know, I'm just glad with the decisions I made, and I'm just glad he didn't get away with my stuff because my mom told me this. I didn't even think about this. He could look at my ID and then come and take all my stuff at my home. You know?
Of course.
And so it could have been way worse.
Despina says, Tyler, you are so brave.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then Monarch says, glad the police were kind. Comalita says, Tyler, you're a strong woman, but it's okay to be shaken up. Just know you're more important than a bag, especially Chanel. Very courageous, and we wish you well.
Well, yeah, that's another thing. It wasn't even a Chanel bag. It was like my oldest, vintagest, most beat up lady Dior. I was like, you're coming after me when I saw like at least 10 ladies with Birkins and Kellys right behind me. But okay.
But I think what I personally think is he thought that, because like you were dressed from head to toe, stylish and like very well coiffed and taken care of, he thought he probably might be able to kind of like get from the bag a wallet, a credit card, and then go on a binge before you manage to block the card.
Little does he know, I don't even have any credit.
Wah, wah, wah.
I buy it all on debit.
Wait, how does RuPaul do? Oh man. Well, I'm just glad you made it through and that the bag is safe, that you're safe. The nail is going to grow again. The scratch is going to heal for sure.
Yeah.
I just think psychologically you need to take it slow just for a couple of...
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I'm just going to live my life and I'm organizing my bedroom, kind of focusing on that rather than going out so much and just kind of...
Yeah, no, at least,
settling.
Listen, at least for a week or two, because I can tell you from my personal experience, I needed 2 weeks just to kind of feel a little bit less, because I would go out and then all I would be doing the whole time would be like looking around me, like behind me, like I was hysterically just like frantically. I saw I saw a burglar behind every wisteria. I was like thinking, oh my god, they're all coming to get me, but then after 2 weeks I kind of the trauma subsided a little bit. I started healing. But I would say if you can afford to not be out and about every day these next few days, avoid it. Now, obviously, we're having our Halloween party on Monday, which is a digital one.
Which I'm very excited, so I'll definitely be there for that.
And you're going to be safe there as well, obviously. But what I wanted to say is LA, because I know LA and Halloween is always a thing. I would definitely avoid going out, dressed, because on Halloween, especially with the recession, the situation we're in right now, they're going to be even more aggressive because they have a mask on. And they can be jumping on people like they want because they won't even be recognized. They can use the excuse of being in costume to mug people even more. So I'm telling you, Monday is not the day to leave the house.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. I definitely won't be leaving Monday.
Yeah, just be safe. Yeah, definitely be safe. And then we're going to have our, virtual party and everybody's home safe. And then we party in a safe way. Man, Tyler, thank you so much for calling. You know how much I love you. And just
thank you. Thank you for listening. I'm so glad I can share my story. And if anyone else is in the area, just even if it's the middle of the day, it's really never safe.
No, it's never safe. And this is also, I'm so glad that you accepted to call in and do this conversation, because it also raises awareness. It lets other people know, but it also shows people that, hey, we are survivors. We can make it. We can survive shit like this and we can go on from this. It takes time to heal. But Tyler, I can tell you, I'm living proof. You will heal. And also, it's really okay to also express emotions and say that this scared you, because this is super scary. And that's okay.
Oh, yeah. It definitely scared me. But honestly, the first thing I thought it was a joke. I really did.
Oh, because he just like rolled over to you and said, hey, girl, give me your bag.
Yeah. And I was like, really?
No, did you really tell him, like, really?
Ashton Kutcher. Like, what?
Tyler's like, are you for real?
Literally.
And this is right after Vidal Sassoon.
Oh, yeah. My hair was laid. Like,
you were snatched for the gods. And also, this is giving me total, oh my God. Now, you see, now I'm brain dead. The three girls, Charlie's Angels, because the hair, Vidal Sassoon. Oh my God. Total Charlie's Angels. You know how they like do all their fight battle scenes, and then after the huge battle scene, they just stand up and the hair is perfectly coiffed as if like they did not budge an inch. That's how I'm seeing you exiting the rose bushes, standing up, literally just doing one little move with the hand, or the flick of the hand, of the wrist, and the hair just like, you twirl it and it just like falls into place, and you're like, and that's how you put down a muggler.
Literally.
it kind of gives a
Maybe
whole
in
new
the
definition
Lifetime
to
depiction.
what?
If I get a movie, that'll be how it turns out.
Oh, totally. But it kind of gives me a whole new meaning of, like, I know you were not wearing Thierry Mugler that day, but,
Mm.
somebody tried to mug you. So it's like a muggler, Terry Muggler. So it could be like, I don't know. I'm thinking a whole collection about this. There could be a whole
Oh
fashion.
my God, yeah.
Mm,
Now that you mentioned, maybe the next merch drop.
Listen, let me tell you, okay, so if I were at Balenciaga now, because they seem to be the most experimental, even though the stuff they're making, ugh. But I would definitely make a collection, like a fashion luxury collection, against being mugged. Like
Oh yeah.
clothes that help you repel robbers.
Yeah. That's a vibe. I mean, Chanel did the handcuff clutch. Might as well just get two of those and handcuff them.
Yeah. Well, Karl Lagerfeld also did the ankle cuff so that you can hide your...
Oh, yeah. I love that. Very Lindsay.
Yeah, that's so Lindsay. Like, yeah, put your cuff in a little 255 on your ankle.
When it's like, what fits in there except for a small white bag?
Nothing. What more do you need? Oh, man. Tyler, I'm so glad you made it through this and that the bag is safe, that you're safe. The glasses can get repaired and you can also get a new pair, And now,
thank you so much.
Now time to heal.
Time.
And seriously, I'm not joking. You take your time. You need that time because this is a violation on your person, on your psyche, and on your soul. And it takes time to heal. And it's okay to take that time to heal. It really is.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to take this next week, maybe even two, to just decompress.
Oh, for sure, because it's important. The body needs that time to heal. It for sure does. And Art Soul says perhaps in the future, after some time has passed and you have found healing, the scent of roses will bring remembered strength. Interesting.
True.
Well, the rose bushes, were they in bloom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, but I will say, I was just surprised at how, nice everyone was. Of course, there were, those people in their cars that didn't stop and, kept driving, which was, wild, but that's life. But even after the robbery, the lady, when I threw my bag over the fence, she came out and, gave me a water, and, everyone talked to me. It was really nice.
I love when the community comes together and helps. That is really cool.
Yeah, it was very unexpected. Because
these are also stories we don't hear very often. Usually nobody cares, You know how it is in America. It's like, you help somebody cross the street, they sue you. So it's like...
Yeah.
You never know, are you supposed to help or are you not allowed to help? Because...
Literally.
Oh, man. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. And I'm so glad you're good. You're okay. As okay as you can be right now, but it will get better.
Yeah, well, thank you for letting me speak here today. I was so honored to be your guest.
Honored to have you as my guest. And, well, hoping in the future to kind of, I don't know, maybe you can musically enrich our experience here as well.
Hopefully. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's a whole struggle. But if anyone does want to listen to my music, the one album I have that is on streaming platforms is by my band, Caviar Noir. So look that up. But I am working on a solo project right now that should be out around summer next year when I turn 21.
Ooh. Oh, wait, is it only allowed to be published after you're 21 or?
Well, I kind of just want to promote it in clubs and really put this one out full force. My other stuff I kind of did as a hobby when I was just in high school, just putting it out because I liked it. But yeah.
I will post links to SoundCloud, to your Instagram in the description box down below, to where else? Where else should we do?
A link to my album on Apple Music.
Link to album on Apple Music. And definitely just send me everything also in the DM, all the links you want me to put in the description box. And then
totally.
Everything you need, just send it all over to me and then I'm going to place it right under the description box. So guys, go listen to Tyler's music and and come back on Monday when we do the Halloween live stream because Tyler's going to be in the Halloween live stream on camera. Dressed as, well, let's not give it away. I mean, we know. Well, if you know, you know. But it's going to be
fabulous.
It's going to be a
very much loved by the bunker.
Very much loved by the bunker. Thank you, Tyler, so much. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got enriched by this, and I hope that this video gave you actually strength to be less afraid, because as you can see, we are survivors and we make it through the day, and we always find a way to smile about these situations, because that gives us strength to get over them sooner or later. Let me know your thoughts and your experiences in the comment section down below, and until next time, never forget to never give up on love, and subscribe. Bye, and bye, Tyler.